let me tell you. All right.
All right, so let's talk about it. CCFL was first brought onto the scene in February of 2020, right in the midst of COVID. And it was a league that was formed by a good friend of mine, Silent Broski, and Coach K, who is a member here at SGN Hub, who is currently on leave, carrying out his military duties. Shout out to you, Coach K. Now, originally, me and Silent Broski joined a league at the time, Madden League, on the PC that was called Old School Madden League, where we met up with somebody by the name of G22 Breezy. Shout out to Breezy. And we played in the league for one season, and we kind of didn't agree with the rules. So me and Broski came up with the idea of a more complex approach to Madden, where we would implement a lot of rules. Old School Madden League had its rules, but we wanted something that was more strategic. So we came up with the name of chess, not checkers. And this right here was actually the first logo for CCFL. Yes, very crude, kind of embarrassed because I went to the Art Institute and I probably could have done better, but I did. So nonetheless, we formed the league, Madden League, and we started getting a whole bunch of people into it. Salty Sniper, and somebody that you guys know here on the channel, and I'm sure that he's lurking somewhere here in the background. But Quasi came into CCFL halfway through our inaugural season. Now, our hook at the time was Old School Madden League didn't hand out anything. There was no trophies. You just won, and it's kind of like what you guys, and you guys know who I'm talking to, the ESG people. It's just kind of like a thing where, like, we weren't even really functioning in Discord, so you couldn't get a little fake-ass trophy behind your name. And me and Broski didn't, agree with that. We didn't like this kind of accolade. So we came up with the idea of, let's do a Madden League where we actually send out hardware. So we searched the internet for the time, and once again, this is during COVID, and we found the place called Trophy Partner, and we came up with the idea of whoever wins, we're going to send out actual hardware. That was the hook to our league, and it grew kind of fast. Now, Quasi's here, and if you want to, kind of chime in, Quasi, and talk about when you first entered CCFL.
I'm here? Oh, I am. Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Well, for me, if we want to be honest, I got recruited by a buddy of Salty Snipers, which was Z-Rich, Harley's brother, Zach.
Shout out to Z-Rich.
Yep. Shout out to Cap as well. So I got to talking, and a funny story how I first met this guy right here in the chat we're talking is that they came up with a rule. I don't know if you remember right off rip, but it was one of those things where coach's famous will. You remember his will of death?
Yeah.
Where somebody could get retired, or somebody get a boost, or somebody this, that, and third.
Yes.
Yes. So I joined as the Titans, and at the time, the Titans still had Derrick Henry and Jonnu Smith, and Jonnu Smith was still a demon at the time. Not saying he's not a good player, but and he had a forced early retirement. And I think my very first reaction with you was, okay, I can follow the rules.
Can I say?
Yeah. No, go.
I can do one, or I can do the other. I just can't do both. So, Quasi being the individual that he was, because I liked his energy at the time, because me and Coach used to go back and forth, and Quasi was kind of a thorn in the side of Coach. So I was it's like, so hell yeah, bring him on. So go ahead, Quasi.
Well, no. Yeah, no, it was Jonnu Smith got forced early retirement. So I had the conversation with Smoking Jay, and obviously he got unretired and all that good stuff. And from that, it carried on my rivalry with Coach K. And then from there, I think honestly, to be real, we all liked each other, but I think Jay added me into the commission table room just to have a little jab at Coach, and it just grew from there. And I think we had the conversation after the playoffs, after the Coach Breezy Super Bowl, about SGN as a whole, but I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So I'll let you pick that up.
Yeah. So after we finished the initial season, and it was once again, this is during COVID. We were rolling sometimes like 25, 30 deep in the Discord with everybody who had their teams in the league, very active. We were having drafts and everything else. So we was like, all right, well, we could possibly expand this because there was a core group of us. I think it was me, you, Coach, Teaked, Salty, and Cap, that we saw like the opportunity, like, okay, we can do something bigger than this. And that's where we honestly, and I know like I'm hopping ahead, but it's honestly like part of the whole story of CCFL. We were like, you know what? Let's make what was it? At first, it was just going to be a gaming Discord. Everything underneath one umbrella, where we wanted to do all kinds of sports. We wanted to do basketball, football. What was the car game? It's like your buddy played it. I cannot remember. It's Rocket League. There you go.
Rocket League. Yeah. Rocket League. Yep.
Yes. So at the time, we created a Discord and we got down there and we came up with we were like, okay, what can we name this thing? We're coming up with ideas, and we came up with the Sports Gaming Network. The Sports Gaming Network went out, paid the money, and the guy, formed it into an LLC and put CCFL underneath of that umbrella. And this right here, I'm showing it thanks to my son, Turk Isaiah. Did you know him here on the channel? This is the first actual logo. Yes, it's kind of big, clunky looking with the chess, not checkers football league underneath the SGN banner. When at that time we just went with just SGN. We weren't SGN Hub, but we had plenty of Super Bowls that we played out in the league. As you can see here, I'm just showing some of the trophies and everything else. But is there anything you want to add to that, Quaz?
Oh yeah, just a few shout outs that didn't get mentioned real quick, because I know Jay can't think of everybody. The first logo that you probably saw with the SGN, I don't know which one it was off rip, but the very first one was designed by Dave, aka DMC.
No,
so
well, the first SGN logo, yeah, the one,
right?
Yes, I'm actually I have it up on the screen right now so people can see it. Shout out, no disrespect to DMC, but it's all right.
Yeah, no, I get it. And also a big shout out to Nish.
Yes.
Because he was a big push behind what we did. He helped out a lot, especially in the Discourse. He was the guy that really kind of kept that in line. So him as well. And as far as like everything that you mentioned about like the Super Bowls and the forming of it, I remember a very specific conversation. It was me, you, and Salty sitting in the room in the voice chat, and we were like, we're in the basement.
Yes.
Like, I mean, just bare bones as it possibly could be. And it's like you said, like I really do sometimes miss those 20, 30 deep nights. Getting together, playing, and having a good time, man. It was a really cool time to be alive. I know COVID was really rough for a lot of people, including us in this room, but there were some good times with COVID. And that's kind of what we're trying to bring back with ESG.
Yes, and believe me, we had some very fun times. So to kind of keep the narrative and the story going, so we were just doing the CCFL at the time, and we were thinking of like, okay, what can we do to grow this beyond just a Discord? Then the first thing was, okay, we can do YouTube, not knowing that we were doing things backwards at the time, when we weren't even thinking of anything. I don't even know if TikTok was really even relevant back then. And
no.
The other thing was like TikTok and all that. So we were trying to grow the channel, believe it or not, on YouTube. So we had a guy, we forgot about Space-Based Taco. How can we forget about Space? Space had connections out into the Hollywood area, and my cousin, Sonny Ganzo, did honestly the first interview, and I'll throw a little bit of that up on the screen. And we were just trying to grow the channel. Nobody was really watching. At the time, I think we had probably like 9 or 10 subscribers.
Maybe. Yeah, we're lucky. Yeah. And that was all of us, ready to be honest, if you're being real about it.
Yeah, 100%. And so we also came up with honestly, the first thing that we did that kind of went with the league, which was the CCFL podcast.
Oh man, I can't wait to bring that back.
Yes. So, and a lot of this will be coming back with the CCFL powered by ESG. But we just want you guys to know out there, yes, CCFL is very much its own entity. It's underneath the SGN Hub banner, and it's been around since 2020. And me and Quasi are going to make this a three-parter?
Yeah, three-parter, maybe four if we yap on too long. But when I say there's so much in the background to unpack, and that was just like a very brief description of how this was formed. So
yeah, and as we're talking, I have like a little flashes going from these are old clips from CCFL in the inception of SGN Hub. Things that not any of you guys, unless you are a long-time subscriber, you've never seen a lot of these things that are up on the screen. But right now, this video is going to about 11 minutes. We'll get ready to wrap up just the first part of this three-part series. And at the end, we'll get to where CCFL is at now, underneath, well, actually not underneath, powered by ESG, and what we're looking at to do with it in the future. So I guess we can kind of cut it right here. A little bit abrupt, but it is what it is.
No, you leave the people wanting more. You know what I mean? You got to come back to see the extra price.
Yeah, and honestly, it'd be great if this thing got 20,000, 40,000 views. In all likelihood, it's just pretty concentrated on individuals who are actually in CCFL, and we're making this video kind of curtailed to them. A lot of you guys out there probably don't, you haven't seen ESG. You're like, how in the hell can there be a league going on in a game we haven't seen? But honestly, this it's been going on right now for 3 weeks, because this is a little bit different of a monster than anything that Quasi and myself have tackled before. You're talking about live users. 7 right now. It's 7 versus 7 on each side of the ball, compared to when we started this thing in Madden, when it was just one guy controlling an entire team. So we have to have this kind of like preseason ramp up before we unveil this to you guys here on the channel. I know that you guys are going to love this. Whenever CCFL hits the channel and you guys get to see everything that we're going to have that goes with it, bringing back a lot of old tricks and implementing some new things that I know that you'll enjoy, especially, I got this bald-headed, bearded guy here next to me.
It's going to be a fun ride, guys. If you think this is like bringing back some old stuff, we're bringing back some fire along with the new, like it's like Jay said, it's 707 and everybody's a user, so we kind of had to figure out how that works. And if you're interested, and I'm sure a lot of football fans are, especially with high school and college and NFL starting back up. If you're interested in playing this game, let us know down in the comments below. We might get you connected, and maybe you get to play the game yourself and realize it's a real thing, and maybe join CCFL down the line.
Yes.
But I can't wait to bring back Game of the Week and CCFL podcast and all of that stuff. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it'll be things that you guys have never seen on the channel. And like I said, you guys that are old subscribers, I'm talking dating back to 2021 here at the channel. Hopefully get you excited at what we can actually do for ESG. But I guess we can wrap it up, right?
Yeah, let's get on out of here, man. Bring them back for part 2. Come back for part 2.
Yes, sir. So until next time, it has been Smoking Jay and Quasi 91, and we will see you in the CCFL.
Peace.